Oh, hi, didn't see you there. Enjoying this wonderful pizza from Slice on Broadway, the people in Pittsburgh that provide good pizza to podcasters.
Nope. You were just small. You don't believe me? All right. Just watch.
Hello, Internet! Today is May 19th, 2015, and this is the Rambling Movie Minute, where we talk movies, right? I'm so confused because Ashley's like right here. Where we talk movies, TV, things we watch on screens in front of our faces. I am your host, Mulango at Rambling Mango. Wow, I'm so thrown off. This is Ashley.
It's really hot in here today, so just...
This is the Don't Mace with Me, Ashley Macek. How's it going?
Good. So glad to have you.
I know, I'm in studio, right?
Yes.
Like you thought this day would never come
I
again.
Really did. Yep.
Again.
I'm so glad it did.
Are you really glad? Like, all right.
Yes.
Because we are in studio, we can see over the towering computers over there. There's a Sorg. How's it going, Sorg? In our New York connection, Mad Mike. How goes it, sir?
I'm not in studio.
No, you're missing the party.
I know. I mean, when are we going to fix that?
But you know what? I just got back from Vegas, so I'm good.
Did you get sun in Vegas? I saw your pictures.
Yeah.
It looked like all you did was
So
swim.
nobody
Booze
left.
and
So
I
nobody
saw
left you on a roof. Nobody. You weren't locked out on a roof. Sure about that?
Not that I remember.
Well, that would have been a good story.
I did have a small Asian man jump out at me from a car trunk.
Was he naked?
Did he have a small penis?
But that's actually just how they greet you when you land in McCarran Airport.
I see. I thought that was a rumor, but that
It's
makes
better than being
sense.
laid when you go to Hawaii.
That's true. Just
saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, who wants a random lay as soon as you land somewhere? Then you have to get tested. That's
I know.
horrible. Anyway, let's talk movies.
I know, really.
Yes.
What is this podcast again?
Yeah, this is a podcast where we just talk about places you should not go because you can get STDs. So yes, the trailer of the week.
It follows. Boom.
Thank
They
you.
tied it right back in.
You're
right
welcome.
back in.
You're welcome.
So Legends of Tomorrow trailer.
Mhm.
I watched this a couple seconds ago,
Ditto.
and I don't know. So, my personal opinion. Oh my goodness, we're getting a lot of superhero stuff lately.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we are.
there's a character there that piqued my interest, and I hate her because she should be dead, but she's not, and my interest has been piqued. Tell us more about this, Mad Mike, because there are a lot of characters here. This is the spinoff that I guess we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks.
This is exactly true. They finally released a trailer for it on the heels of the Arrow finale. I saw this last week as I was getting ready to go over to the West Coast, and I lost my mind because I heard that Katie Lotz, the actress who played the original Black Canary in Arrow, was going to be in this. No one explained what her character was or how she was even alive.
Well, there
I
is a hint of
assumed-
how she could be alive.
Well, if you are caught up on Arrow, you know exactly how she could be alive because there's this thing called the Lazarus Pit that brings people back to life. They've already done it twice this season on Arrow, so
They
that
even made a
wasn't
movie
surprising.
about that. Just saying.
But,
Just saying.
there are aspects of time travel in this too, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be a time travel thing or what happened with it, but apparently in the trailer they show that she rises out of the Lazarus Pit and she decides to don a white jumpsuit and calls herself the White Canary. I'm assuming some sort of rebirth symbolism is in there.
Yeah, we also even get straight up hints of people that used to play alongside Time Lords. And
Mhm.
what is his character's specific? Like, I guess he just travels back in time. That character.
Rip Hunter, as far as I know, I don't know too much about it. He's a character in the Booster Gold comic series,
Okay.
which is a time traveler essentially. But it's Rory from Doctor Who, whose name I'm blanking on right now. But
Yeah.
as I'm talking, I will look it up. So, basically, it looks like that he is from the future, and he is Arthur Darville is his name, by the way. He has come back to the present, where we know Flash and Arrow are hanging out, and apparently, as they have assembled a ragtag group of heroes and villains to defeat a villain known as Vandal Savage. For the comic geeks like myself, you know Vandal Savage is one of the coolest DC villains that has never been done on screen. Vandal Savage is kind of a Justice League villain, like an overarching villain for them. He is immortal because he got irradiated with some asteroids when the cavemen were around, and he developed super intelligence and immortality. So it's going to be really interesting to see that portrayed on screen, especially when you have guys like Firestorm is going to be in, Captain Cold, and the Atom, who now will apparently be able to shrink, which is very nice because a lot of people have been complaining about that, and now they can shut up.
So, do you think that this plays, like, how do you think this plays for a television series? I mean, Arrow was, I don't know, hypothetically, it was just Arrow and his small band of, like, people. He had Flash by himself with his, like, sidekick type person. Now this is a team that's going up against, obviously I presume it will not be one villain for an entire season, but do you have faith in this as being, like, I'm assuming you think this could hold somebody's attention for more than one season?
Well, I think the way they're doing it is similar to how Marvel did Agent Carter this year.
Okay, so this is like the break.
So I believe it's going to be like a mid-season show, which works perfectly in my opinion, because Agent Carter was very well contained. It didn't have a lot of filler, and I'm assuming this is going to have the same kind of level of impact. And plus, you already have a lot of established characters, whereas Agent Carter kind of had to build the world. Like, the only new character that they're bringing into this is Rip Hunter and Hawkgirl. And everyone else is known to people who watch Flash and Arrow already. So you don't have to do a lot of that jumping off stuff.
That's interesting. So I guess I should finish watching Arrow because I stopped at this season and get ready for this.
So is this going to be like the Avengers, but only for DC? Sort of.
Well, not really, because Justice League would be the comparison to the Avengers. So this is more like, I don't even know, what would this be considered?
I mean, I would call it a
lesser
Justice
known
League, like
characters.
a makeshift Justice League.
Yeah.
I would call it a makeshift Justice League.
Okay.
Just because the TV shows are not interacting with the DC movies at all. So as far as the DC TV universe goes, this might be a Justice League type of analog. So I mean, it looks really interesting because the guys they got to play, I'd say, are probably the strongest actors from each of the series. Like, Brandon Routh has been killing it as the Atom. It's almost universally agreed that Katie Lotz was the better Canary. So, I mean, and Captain Cold and Heatwave have really good chemistry with each other. And they're villains. Everyone loves a good villain. So,
you know it.
Well, let's jump over to the box office for the weekend. And I'm pretty sure I predicted this, Mad Mike. And I said...
Eat crow.
Pitch Perfect. Those bitches are back. Those pitches.
I'm happy to be
Those
wrong
pitches.
about this, by the way.
Those pitches. I actually saw the number one. What were the number?
They ended the
movies?
weekend on a high note.
Yes. Ashley, what was the rundown? What were like the top
All right,
three?
so Pitch Perfect 2 earned $69.2 million, Mad Max 45.4, and Avengers 38.8. So Avengers went down quite a bit.
Yeah, it's like from last week, it's another 50-something% drop.
Right.
But
so it's in its third week now, correct?
Yeah, it's third week, and I thought Jurassic World came out next weekend.
No,
but I think it's Tomorrowland. And a lot of people are predicting that movie's going to probably be number one. So I don't know. I think this is the slow decline for Avengers. I mean, it's already topped Furious 7, which a lot of people were surprised that Furious 7 even made that much money. But
Furious Stuff. I mean, it has legs. It still has legs. 3.6.
yeah, so somebody out there still likes to see fast cars, and
Right, and it's been out there for almost 2 months.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah,
Are you surprised by Pitch Perfect?
So the funny thing was, I was looking at the domestic versus the overall, international.
Mm-hmm.
And international actually made more money. It was flip-flop by only $1 million. So basically, I think it came down to people saying Americans are crazy, that they prefer a Glee-type movie over a movie that was... How old, Sorg, is this movie? I think it's more than 15 years.
Mad Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Max is a very... Well, plus it doesn't look anything like the original Mad Max movie.
I really want to see this, though. This looks entertaining.
It looks nice. So I'm going to give it,
visually stunning.
I forget who the director was, but I would say, I was actually listening to one of the other podcasts that Sorg and I at least listen to. They're saying that basically this is that director came out and said, 18 years ago I didn't have this technology. Now I have this technology. And now I'm going to make the movie that I freaking wanted to make. And so that being said, it looks really nice. As an action flick, it's a really good action movie.
Oh, heck yeah.
But some of the stuff kind of gets away from... It's kind of you have to just be into that.
And I didn't realize Charlize Theron was in it. I just realized that the other day.
Yes.
So that's awesome. That makes it even better because I just love her.
One of my coworkers were like, she's hot, but...
She is pretty hot.
I don't know if this is a spoiler, so I get in trouble for spoiling
She shaved
things.
her head.
Well, I'm okay with that.
That's in the trailer, though.
Right.
Does the trailer show that she's missing an arm?
Well,
No,
what?
it doesn't,
Well, I didn't know
Mulango.
that
God
now.
damn it.
That's the universe, though. So, spoiler, she's missing an arm. And that's the one thing my coworker was like, oh my gosh, she's not hot because of that. And I was like, really? That's what does it for you? But
yeah, it's that old left arm of Charlize Theron that really gets everyone going.
Here's the reason why I saw this. Why I saw Mad Max though, because I was not going to see it originally.
You did see it, right?
Yeah,
You just okay,
I wasn't going to see it originally, but this thing is right now it's pimping at 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I heard that.
That is ridiculous. That's almost every critic, and Sorg hates it when I just rant on critics. But every critic basically saw this movie and was like, yeah, we liked it. We loved it. So I was like, damn it, I'm going to go see this movie.
Why did you not invite me?
Because I was in Ohio.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
you're excused.
I have a choice to see one of these two movies
You're
tomorrow,
excused.
and I'm going to see Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, Pitch Perfect was fun.
Yes, we saw it last night.
But we'll talk more about that and what we watched and what
Don't
we
you
should
dare
watch.
spoil anything for me, Mulango.
Guess what? They
There's
sing.
really nothing to spoil.
God,
I mean,
There's so much singing in the movie. It's crazy. All right. So because we are talking about, I don't know. That's not really a spoiler, but Supergirl trailer. Ashley, did you get a chance to look at the Supergirl trailer?
I think I watched some of it, but
I mean, Supergirl. Anything? Do you care about Superman?
I like Superman.
Okay, so
I'm more of a Batman. I mean, out of all of them, my favorite is Batman.
all right. Well,
Without
yeah.
a doubt. So when Batman versus Superman comes out, I will see that. Just saying. And I hope Batman kicks his ass.
See, all right. So I think
Just
I'm on. I think, well, unless you have a definitive opinion about this, I think I'm on the side opposite of the other two guys in this. Well, the other guy who's not talking and Mad Mike. I think I'm
You're
the
against
opposite.
it.
Yes.
Okay.
This trailer was silly to me, and it made me not know why anybody would want to watch this, and it equally made me think, why the hell did CBS pick this up?
it's the Kryptonian wears Prada, Mulango. It's going to be awesome.
Those shots, even the ones that we're seeing right now, just made me laugh.
So where is this going to air?
On
What?
CBS.
Okay. Well, that explains it.
It's done by the same guys who are doing Flash and Arrow, so that they've built up enough credibility with me that The trailer may
That
not
looks
look like
weird.
exactly what you were thinking, but I think it's going to be fun. It looks like they're already referencing the past comics history, which is a good thing. They are referencing Superman, which is not going to be the Superman in the movie. So if we ever see Superman on that show and it's happened to be Tom Welling, I'd be okay with that. Just throwing that out
I
there.
don't
in
think
the
we'll ever
universe.
see Superman because the way the trailer even portrayed it, it's only going to be through the reporter that we're even going to get stuff. Like Superman is basically talking through this guy to her.
That's Jimmy Olsen, you know, Superman's best pal.
Yeah, they
No,
portray
no,
that.
that's legitimately his title, Superman's best pal.
I
Jimmy
think
Olsen.
the villains in this are going to be comical. I think.
Wait, comical villains in a comic book series?
Yeah, but they're not trying to portray it as a like I don't understand. I mean,
You
I'll
can
say
have
I'm not.
funny comic book series.
The weird thing is, like,
It's
I'm
a little bit more
clearly,
lighthearted.
yeah, like I'm clearly not the demographic for this, but at the same time, I don't know. I like superhero type stuff. I like the Flash. I like the Arrow,
It's not a man.
but it's not a man, and
It's Supergirl.
I'd also like to point out, you say you like the Flash, which had a giant talking monkey on it. So,
Yeah,
maybe
but
you
that-
should give things a chance.
no, I don't have to give things a chance. No. Because, like, they didn't even give me a teaser trailer. They gave me, like, 6 minutes of footage.
Well, yeah,
They
because
gave
they
you, like,
had
the
all the
entire
upfronts.
season.
Yeah.
They did the same thing when Flash came out. They showed a 6-minute trailer.
Why
That
is that?
was, like, basically the pilot episode.
Why do they do that though? Why in this case? Are they?
I mean, I think they do it because they want to make a statement saying, like, hey, give us a chance. Here.
like this is not as stupid as you think.
Yeah.
Or it
Here's
can
the
work
next-
against them because the more you watch, the more you're like, no, this is stupid. So
Well, I
it
mean-
can work against them.
I'm going to give them credit because it is the first, like you said before, there's a lot of superhero stuff out. This is the first one where you get something starring a female lead.
Okay, I
The
agree
the
with
first
you. Okay, I
female-led
agree with you
TV
on
show
that.
since Wonder Woman. was
I
Linda
agree
Carter.
with you on that. We do need more females. I mean, even in the latest Avengers,
Yeah.
the Black Widow is hardly getting any mention anywhere. So even on a lot of the promotional items and whatnot, I think they said she's only featured in so many of them. I forget the exact number, but I mean,
Yeah.
we do need more female heroines. I will give you that.
I mean, Saturday Night Live also jabbed about that
Mm.
in that pretty funny skit for Scarlett Johansson. But yes, I agree with that. I just don't know if that's the character. If this
I
is
don't
the
know if this is
character.
the one to do it, to break
Yeah.
that barrier.
Because they even make a joke about it in the trailer about, oh, why is she called Supergirl? And they're like, well,
I want to
because
see a darker female heroine. I like I like when it comes to this stuff. I like the darker things. I just like the Dark Knight. That to me is
You should watch iZombie then.
iZombie
still
is a
doesn't
good.
seem
It's a
dark to
good.
me.
It's a dark
Seems like
comedy
It
though.
just seems like a corny TV. I don't know.
I think
I mean, I guess I should give it a chance. But
well, the problem is like the strongest I think female. I guess.
how's the dialogue? How's the script? Is it
Oh
good?
no, the script's pretty good
Is
for iZombie.
Yeah, it's done by the guys who did Veronica Mars.
Yeah, I was gonna say Agent Carter is a pretty strong female role.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. I completely. Agent Carter did before Supergirl, and Agent Carter is fantastic.
But also in that defense, I feel like her character. Well, I mean, no, that's not her defense because she has to be strong. She's playing in that time period. She's an agent with all guys, so it's kind of like the Madman type thing where, yes, the female role. If she's going to stand up to where they're at, she has to be that strong. So, yeah.
But
Yeah,
it works. It absolutely works. I mean, I if you haven't seen Agent Carter, I would definitely give that a watch because I think you'll appreciate that.
All right, let's jump on to the next story because I think this is interesting. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I thought that the revamp was kind of crazy, but at the same time, a lot of people liked it. And now that we seem to be getting Krang, Bebop, and Rocksteady, I mean, obviously that would be the natural course for things. With the other characters that they've said are definitely coming for the next movie. But yeah, I guess for me, this is good news. I don't know if I'm like. I really don't like James Cameron making like destroying my childhood, but I don't know if he's attached
James
to this.
Cameron?
Isn't he the one
Is he the
that?
one directing this?
Oh, that's not. It's Michael Bay.
Oh, Michael Bay.
I was
Still,
gonna say-
Cameron is the guy who did Titanic.
Like,
Yes,
really,
sorry.
and Avatar.
Yeah, slight difference.
but yes,
Slight difference.
Michael Bay.
Oh,
I
no.
don't like him destroying my childhood with explosions and stuff like that. But I really like these characters. That's because it's my childhood.
It is.
And they're also bringing in Casey Jones, and he's going to be played by the guy who plays Arrow. So that already lured me back in. I'm like, well, I guess I have to see the second one. And they're bringing in the actress who played April O'Neil from the first Ninja Turtles movie in an unverified role that they haven't said yet.
Does that mean that we're not getting what's her face? She's not returning as an April?
Megan
O'Neil?
Fox.
No,
Megan Fox?
the actress who played April O'Neil, like in the 1990s.
Oh, just as a cameo type thing, or
Yeah.
as a
Or
different
a
character.
role.
The
Like, I don't
original
know.
from the 90s movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who played that? Who played her in the 90s movie?
Paige Turco, I believe.
Who?
Paige Turco.
I'm not familiar with her.
I'll look it up just to be positive.
Ah, you do
But
that. Let's talk about
But yeah,
Susan.
I mean, if they're bringing in Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady, which by all reports it is, that's just going to be really interesting. I'm excited by that. I'm curious as hell as to how they're going to do Krang. Oh, and they're bringing in it's Judith Hoag. She was in the first movie, first Ninja Turtles movie.
I feel like going back and
Also-
rewatching that one. It's been years.
Oh,
since
the
I've
old-
seen it. The original.
Well, the original are freaking awesome,
Yeah.
and that's because they were people in.
I used to always watch the cartoon series. I mean, I still YouTube it once in a while just to watch certain ones.
Yes, the originals are amazing. I
The
will
actual
agree
the
with
new
that.
series is pretty good too. They're calling
Oh,
back
that's
a
right.
lot of the older characters, and they have some of the voice actors from the original series playing different characters on it.
Hey, Mad Mike. So,
Yes.
moving on to the next story. We're jumping to Suicide Squad real quick. With the Joker. So, I was looking at some of the footage for this, and this does not look like the Joker that I'm used to seeing. I mean, he does have the green hair,
It's a bad shot.
but maybe it's just a bad shot, which is kind of why. I don't know.
Yeah,
Why'd you
you
throw
don't really
the
get too
story
much.
in here? You excited about this?
No, it's the first like set footage we've gotten to see of the Joker and Harley Quinn together, and you can kind of hear like the Harley voice that she's going to be using, and it seems like a cool backstory part to the relationship between the Joker and Harley Quinn. So I just thought it was really fun to kind of see that they're getting underway. And I don't know, the Joker looks pretty decent to me. Like his mannerisms, because it's a set video, you can't really hear what they're saying much.
Yeah.
But the mannerisms look pretty good to me. It looks like they have a good, at least physical chemistry with each other.
Do you think he's going to try to live up to Heath Ledger's character, or is he just going to completely make this? I know he's going to make it his own, but do you think there's any sort of expectation he needs to live up to, or is he just going to?
No.
Is he not even caring?
I bet this is these even look like a modernized. I mean, these are the characters that we have with Will Smith playing.
Yeah, that's right. Sad.
Yeah, I mean, Heath Ledger did something completely different with the Joker because it was set in a different world. Like the Nolan world, everyone was dark. Like,
Right.
I think one of the main reasons Heath Ledger stood out was because he was someone who was actually telling jokes. Like that's why we like Michael Caine in those movies. That's why we like
He's the comedic relief.
yeah, exactly. Like something a little bit lighthearted in those movies. But the Suicide Squad, for anyone who's seen the Assault on Arkham anime movie that they did, or read the comics, or even the Suicide Squad episodes of Arrow that they've done, it's a different kind of vibe. Like, and in the chat room, we got Juggalo John saying that it kind of looks like they're going for the Dark Knight Rises Joker, the Dark Knight Returns Joker, which is, I think it's kind of there and kind of not. The look is a little bit similar, but the Joker that Jared Leto's doing looks more like the comic book Joker to me than Heath Ledger ever did.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think we're gonna get the movie Joker, the Heath Ledger Joker, because that was, I mean,
You're not gonna get the whole sliced up.
yeah,
face and
that was a
everything.
very dark.
Let's put a smile on it.
Yeah, yeah, we're not getting that. That scared me, by the way. Thanks. Yeah, no, I think this is like going to be a modernized type Joker. I mean, yes, he might, even like you were saying, Mad Mike, the way he was interacting with Harley Quinn and the way they're playing off of, I think it's going to not be more lighthearted because these are extreme characters, but I don't think we're going to get as dark
As
of
Heath
a
Ledger
character
did.
as Heath Ledger.
What I'm hoping for is, to me, my favorite version of the Joker was in the Batman Beyond animated movie, Return of the Joker. And that version of the Joker is like dark, scary, but also hilarious. like in that movie, they literally kidnap Robin and torture him and brainwash him to become a Joker Jr. Like, it's really messed up stuff. But they do it like laughing because it's Joker and Harley trying to adopt Robin as their own child and indoctrinate him like concentration camp style to belief in the ways of the Joker. It's really, really great. If you've never seen it, find it because it's fantastic.
What's it called again?
It's called Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
I think I'd like that one.
So moving on to our last topic, real quick. Ashley, do you remember seeing this trailer yesterday?
Which one?
It did come on. Gem and the holograms.
I think.
Yeah,
I need
so
a refresher.
it did come on. It's kind of being in the description from Uprocks. It's being described as a mashup of what was it? Josie and the Pussycats with Black Swan, which is a very funny mashup.
Disney's Black Swan.
But yes, when I watched the trailer, I was kind of like, yeah, I could see the Josie and the Pussycats. I could see that. A lot of people are complaining because it's like they think this is the ruining of their childhood again. I mean, come
Well,
on.
there are no holograms.
Yes, there are no holograms. And they added a bunch of catchy songs, which was pretty clever because we were watching Pitch Perfect. So, hey, look at that, catchy songs again. I don't know. I honestly, I didn't watch this cartoon growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mad Mike, like, do you think this is the ruining of your childhood?
Well, I not mine personally, but my sister was a huge fan of Gem and the Holograms to the point where I bought her the box set for her high school graduation.
Yeah.
And I went to stay at her place the night before I went to Vegas, and she tore my head off about this trailer. And she's like, this is the worst thing that they've ever done. Like, it doesn't look like Gem and the Holograms at all. Like, why does she have her entire face painted? There's no holograms to speak of. There's no misfits. Like, it literally just looks like they wanted to redo Josie and the Pussycats, but they didn't want to pay Rosario Dawson again.
See, the funny thing is, like, maybe because I did not watch this when I was a kid. Like, when I watched the trailer, I was like, that could be interesting.
When was this even out? That show? What
Gem and the
era?
Holograms was in the 80s.
Yeah, I think 80s.
Okay, well, then it must have been before my time because I do not remember it.
I think it was
if
on
this-
obscure channels.
Yeah, because Cartoon Network wasn't really a thing then. Yeah, it aired 1985 to 1988, and I think they made appearances. I could be wrong, but I thought they made appearances in the Archie comic books, which probably just took me back.
That sounds accurate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it just seemed a little like it didn't seem like anything from what I remember about the cartoon. Just watching the trailer, and it just reminded me of Josie and the Pussycats, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't seem right at all. And then, sure enough, you look on the internet, and then, oh, so many people are angry about this. So many people are angry. Like, there was almost more backlash for this than there was for the Joker with tattoos picture.
Oh man! Speaking of things that people get angry about, food.
food.
I guess people get angry about that.
What? No, you know what? You know what I get angry about, Mulango?
Not smelling the pizza that I see over there.
Yes.
He
That
finally
is exactly
sees it
what I get angry
today.
I'm not actually going to try and do what I was about to do. There's
It's
pizza
here,
over
trust
there.
us. It's here.
It's from.
Where,
I
where is
promise.
that? Where
it's
is that pizza from,
it's-
Mulango?
I believe it's from A Slice on Broadway. Yes, A Slice on Broadway. It smells good. I'd show it to you, but then I'd be tempted to eat some. Slice on Broadway, they make great pizza for us. Ashley eats a lot of that. That's like the only thing Ashley eats.
Every
though.
Tuesday.
That's
I
every
had
Tuesday.
popcorn last night. Cut me a break.
Ashley just fasts for a week and then she comes in and eats a whole pie. on
Pizza.
This is the only source of food that I have in my life.
So Ashley, what did you watch this week, or what should we be watching that we know nothing about?
Let's talk about Pitch Perfect 2.
Let's talk about that, but we can't spoil it for
Don't
somebody.
spoil it.
Spoiled, but
Don't
we can at
spoil
least,
it. I don't know
know-
why I'm doing headphones because I can hear you guys over my hands.
I mean, come on. They sing. Let's
They
talk-
sing.
All right. So, did you like the music?
I did.
We can talk about that.
Okay, yeah, we'll do the very glossed down, non-spoiler
Yeah,
There's
review.
a huge
next week we
storyline
can
to
do
go
a
along
full
with it
spoiler
anyway.
review
Yes.
because I am going to see it tomorrow. So
I like the music.
I did too.
I mean, it is what it is. That's the kind of music they're going to go at. Did you like it more than the first one?
No.
No?
Not at all.
So,
The first one caught me by surprise. I actually just watched the first one like earlier this year for the very first time.
oh, really?
Yes, and I got hooked on it. So I would listen to those songs over and over and
Huh.
over again.
See, all right, so I've watched the first one, I don't know how many times. I like the first one, but a lot of people who I talked to who had not seen the first one in a while actually like the second one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I will say, obviously, I mean, if you're going to see Pitch Perfect 2, I'm assuming you've seen Pitch Perfect 1, but that's
You would
probably
assume.
it's probably why it made so much money, because it was a cult classic. A lot of people came out to see it. We have the whole Glee phenomenon after that ended. You know, people are probably saying, "Oh, I miss that kind of stuff."
Right.
So,
and also,
Glee will
pardon
be
the
back
pun,
next
the
year
first
because of
one
this.
wasn't pitched properly. I don't think
what wasn't pitched properly?
the first movie.
Oh yeah.
Because honestly, when I saw the trailers for Pitch Perfect, I had no interest in it at all, because I thought it was just Rebel Wilson being awkward, drunk, and making fat jokes the whole time. But it's more like Bring It On with mashup acapella, which is great.
Yes, I'm trying to think how I don't spoil anything.
I would have liked to have seen more originality. I'll say that.
They did hint at that.
Yes. Well,
So-
no, not like in that case, but just overall. I mean, I felt like the jokes were sort of the same. And
Yeah.
This was sort of the same. I mean, like, I wanted to see just a little bit. I mean, the storyline pretty much almost follows the same. Sort
It's a
of
very
timeline.
like
You can draw a
easy
line
to
through it.
follow.
Yeah,
like, easy
it's
to
almost
follow
like
storyline.
they saw the formula that
Yeah.
was used in the first
It's like,
movie.
oh, there's a I mean, they start out great, then there's a problem, then they fix it at the end, happily ever after, blah blah blah.
Yes.
So, I mean, I get that.
They fixed the problem.
No.
Damn it, Ashley! You spoiled the whole thing for me.
Yeah, you also noticed that, like, before I went into this, I heard rumors about a third movie, and based on the way this one ended, I'm pretty sure we will get a third movie.
I would see it.
I mean, they made
Just for
70.
the music, for the music alone, I would watch it again.
The fact
I
that
like
they
the
made
music.
70 million, you know, they're definitely making back what they put into this.
Oh yeah.
So
Was the music better or worse than the first one?
Better, but I'm not going to say exactly why.
Okay. All right.
But
Good.
you'll-
I'm
but-
excited by that.
yeah.
Because
I
I
think
am so
so.
excited by this one. I haven't even looked at what the soundtrack is.
yeah,
I
I
haven't
actually
looked at it.
listened to the soundtrack before I went to see this movie. I don't know, personally, I think I liked the soundtrack for the first movie better. And then I think I like the first movie better. Soundtrack
There's a
wise.
reason for why I think the music in this one is better in at least this one particular way. Some of them, not the entire
Okay.
thing, but I'm not going to.
Do you think
spoil it.
is it like a rights issue? Like because the first one was so successful,
Can I
they were
just
able to
say
get
it?
better
It's not
songs?
like it's not really a spoiler. Can I? I mean, do you just want me to say it or no?
I'm fine with spoilers. He's the one who
It's
cries.
not really. It's not really a spoiler. It's
Okay.
like it's just a okay. So there's more original music It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not just mashups.
Okay.
So I think that's one of the reasons why I like at least some of it. I think overall the songs they sung in the first one, the ones that they mashed up, were probably a little bit better, a little bit more catchy. But ultimately, yeah, I like some of the originality that they throw in there, because that was my biggest problem with the first one. It's like, okay, where are the original songs? You know, do they write anything on their own? And there's another part in the movie that I like, that they kind of call her out on something. Anna Kendrick's character. They call her out, and then that's, I like where that goes, but I won't say anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I know what part you're talking about. So the last question I'm going to ask you, though, is the last big scene, because, like, you know, they do go with the formula. Mm-hmm. So the build up in the first movie, I thought, I don't know, I felt more of a high on that. This build up kind of felt a little cheesy. Would you agree? Or, I mean, because you like the originality thing, so if that plays in, you were okay with that?
I mean, yeah. Ultimately, I wanted to see the battle. I mean, the movie builds up to that. You know, you have the good guys versus the bad guys, and you want to see the good guys win. So, I do like it, and I always like to see where it's going to go.
Okay.
So, but the originality sort of plays into it. I mean, not from the storyline itself, but like how they end up approaching, you know.
And Mad Mike, I will say, I laughed a lot. I did think they did a good job of...
I think the first one was a bit funnier.
Really?
Yes.
Because I thought some of the jokes that they added for this one, they did on purpose, but you knew what you were coming into, so it was kind of like, yeah, that's what Fat Amy would say.
The first scene, man, just going to say, prepare yourself.
Oh, yeah. Is that the one they've been showing on the previews, essentially, the entire time?
For goodness sakes, you can't get anything kept in secret anymore.
Yeah, no, they spoiled that like right off the bat,
okay.
and it lived. I thought it lived up to it.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, like I said, I'm gonna go see it tomorrow, so I'm excited for it.
So, Ashley, there are 2 movies coming out this weekend. What are they?
They are Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
And Poltergeist. I want to see Poltergeist.
Yes, I know you do, because you scare me.
Look at that thing.
Movies. She loves scary movies.
Look at that.
Poltergeist look good.
It looks actually sort of stupid.
Because it
but
knows your fears.
I mean, you can't redo the first one. You can't top the first one. You just can't. And look, I like, was it Sam Rockwell? Is that his name? Am I saying that correctly?
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is
okay.
Sam Rockwell.
I love him. I adore him. I think he's adorable. So he's in it, and I would say for that reason alone. But it looks okay. The clown looks freaky.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know, not feeling it.
No, I'm not a big fan on scary movies. But on top of that, though, the last trailer, I think they showed the trailer for that in our preview yesterday, and they showed a scene where the guy puts his hand through the wall, and it's like, oh yeah, the house, like, it senses your fears, and then they just had the drill come back. I'm like, nope, I'm not saying this. Like, what is that?
The first one is, it's supposed to be funny and scary at the one time.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen the first one, right?
No.
You've never seen the first
one?
No.
No. Why would I do that to
Mike, have you seen it? Have you seen the first Poltergeist?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a while ago, but I definitely have seen it.
Okay. I mean, it's a Steven Spielberg film, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's one of his original, original hits.
Tomorrowland, I think it's right now sitting at like a 60-something%, but Brad Bird, I mean, he can do no wrong yet.
What's he done?
He's
The Incredibles.
Yeah, The Incredibles.
The Incredibles. And he's making Incredibles 2. That's his next movie. He said it. It's going to happen.
That will be amazing if that comes. And the joke with George Clooney being so old, they're saying that the way Disney handles all of their movies, there's probably going to be more than one Tomorrowland, and George Clooney will probably die in this movie. So that will be interesting to see if that actually happens. But I don't know. The trailers I've seen for Tomorrowland, I'm pretty interested about. So yeah,
I still don't quite understand a lot about what's going on there. Is it supposed to be that way, or am I just missing something?
It seems like parallel
I think it's
universe.
Supposed to be a little cryptic.
Is it supposed to still be like mysterious, shrouded in mystery?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if Hollywood is like the standard that they've been running, after a week and a half, you'll be able to see the trailer that literally has every spoiler in it for Tomorrowland. So, Because that's what they did with Avengers, which is weird. Like all the trailers they run for Avengers now spoils almost every fun part of the movie.
Yes. Real quick, let's talk. Just real quick, what were your opinions on Game of Thrones? Man, Mike, did you watch this last?
I did watch. This was my favorite episode this season.
Oh my gosh,
He
this is
didn't
so
like it.
weird.
He did not like it. I enjoyed it. I'm getting antsy.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm getting
there needs to be a big fight.
Antsy. I want some, and nobody's really died this year. I'm waiting for
Yeah,
like a
that's
huge
true.
death. Nobody's really died except for Mance and Sir Barristan. That's it.
Yeah.
Am I missing any? Am I missing any? I don't think I'm missing any.
No, I think that's pretty much.
I
it.
mean, that's we have not had a large death looming yet.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
And I'm getting kind of concerned.
But
I'm
can
concerned.
I say that Cersei and
She should just
Lady Tyrell, they could talk for an hour, and that would be my favorite episode.
That was
Really?
but that was the thing that.
Yeah.
I
love
said-
them. If Littlefinger was in that scene too, that would have been.
Ew.
Perfect.
He just needs to die. I mean, can we just have him
Oh,
be hung
man.
from a tree or something?
See, I like the political aspect of it, but that was like it. It felt like
Wasn't
it
too
dragged on, and I thought it was the weakest of the season so
I don't
far.
know how
but-
all of a sudden do these religious fanatics take over a court scene like that or a legal. I mean, that's a little bit strange.
Yeah, but I could see
All of a
that
sudden-
all going very easily wrong and bad.
I
There will be
mean,
death.
Where do you think
think
it's gonna-
Cersei's
I mean,
going
it's
to
building
lose
up for
control
the
of that
last
real
four-
quick.
What do you think is going? What do you think is going to happen there? Do you think she's going? Do you think Marjorie is going to die?
No, I don't think Marjorie dies.
I don't know about
There's
that.
no way because I mean they've already played it up as like that king, whatever
Tommen.
his name is. He,
Well,
yeah, he's gonna be he's a pushover king, right?
he's also like 12.
Yeah. So I mean, at some point, I don't know. I don't see her dying.
Who do you see? Can I ask who do you see? Not
Like
making it out
of the main characters
like
so
one of the
far.
bigger characters, yes.
I honestly don't know because even the way they set it up, where I heard like the books, like they've gone off the books, right? Because the one guy who died in the end of episode 4, Sir,
Barristan.
yeah, they're like he doesn't die in the books.
Oh,
Yeah, so like that already pissed off like a boatload of people, but I like the way he went down in like a blaze of glory.
yeah.
I
don't see Jorah making it. I think something is going to happen to him because now he's going to the fighting pits and he's going.
It's a shame because that was real. I
like
think
him.
that has the potential to be really cool.
What?
I think that has the potential to be really cool with him going into fighting pits like that.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to survive. I think something's going to happen there. He'll die
he'll
valiantly.
get
but-
recognized.
Who's the guy that's
Huh?
running
He
with
gets
Jamie
recognized.
Lannister and Dorne now?
What's that?
Who's the guy that's running with Jamie and Dorne? What's his name again?
Braun?
Yeah, I think he is not long for this world because he's too funny and clever.
I see.
But
I
that's what
don't
keeps
see
him
something.
alive.
I don't see something. I do not see something happening to him.
Somebody was pissed that they just transferred him from one brother to the other brother, and that's how they've like continued that story. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're definitely. I mean, we're still due a huge battle in the north.
I'm so
And
excited for that.
so-
I like the story in the north this year. I like everything. I like the wall. I like Stannis. I like where this is going with Sansa and Ramsay. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued
speaking of
by
Sansa and Ramsay.
I'm intrigued by the
Um,
north.
Yeah, Sansa and Ramsay did not end great
No, it
for
did
me.
not.
No, it didn't.
But
That was just yeah.
it's like, oh
That-
wait,
that did not
I
end
expected
well.
it, though. I have expected that. That was not a shocker to me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's probably the least violent thing Ramsay's done.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
very
I
true.
mean, I guess it's a win. I don't know. Like, it could have been a lot worse for Sansa.
See, I'm at a disadvantage because I work with a bunch of people that have like read the book and also have like very strong opinions about this. So like I get all of this like, well, that's not what happened in the book, and it wasn't even this, and that's like, all right, dude, like let's just go with what we got. Like this is what we see, and it is what it is.
That's the only problem with reading the book because then you're never going to be satisfied with the
Yeah.
show ever. It's just not going to happen.
all
People,
right.
people need to get that by now.
Well, this has been a fun episode.
Oh, we're not going to do what everyone else watched.
Oh yeah, what did you watch, Mad Mike? You did kind of. I kind of read the show notes, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's what Mad Mike watched.
Yeah. Well, I watched the Arrow finale.
Did you enjoy the Arrow finale?
I really did, actually. It tied up a lot of loose ends. It actually gave Arrow kind of a happy ending, like Spork saying in the chat room, and Wheels is saying in the chat room too. They had a really cool way of ending it, and I don't know if that's going to stay the way it is, because I have a feeling the Flash finale that airs tonight is going to impact everything, because time travel is involved, and everyone knows what happens when you step on a butterfly in the past and how much it changes the future.
Ripple effects.
Yes. Flashpoint! Anyway, Wheels also asked me what I thought of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. finale. I thought it was really a lot of fun. I definitely like what they're doing with it, and I think that it served because the whole season I thought was very uneven, but this brought it together very nicely and had a lot of good moments for everyone involved. And I also have been watching Bob's Burgers, and I've been plowing through my seasons of 1960s Batman, which is awesome.
Nice. I did watch, other than the 2 movies that I saw this weekend, I also saw SpongeBob, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Oh.
And, yeah. I wish I could hear from Sorg, because I know Sorg probably liked that movie. But I thought it was interesting. And then I saw I want to say it was...
USA?
Yeah, McFarlane USA.
Is that on iTunes now?
I think you can get it on iTunes.
Oh, I want to see that. Is it good? Did you like it?
It is. It's very Disney.
Yeah.
But it had a good feeling. At the end,
Is it better or worse than Remember the Titans?
No, I don't think anybody's.
What are you considering? Like, what makes Remember the Titans worse? Like, you mean like, did you cry more?
No, I'm just asking if you liked it better or not than Remember.
Yeah, Remember the Titans is always going to be higher. That was more of a tearjerker.
Yeah, because McFarlane was on the plane on the way home, and I just looked at it, I'm like, oh, it's Kevin Costner. Pass.
You don't like Kevin Costner?
No.
No. Okay.
Like, I would say, like, the high points in the movie are good, and then it kind of has, like, this weird lull at the end, and then it kind of wraps up where you're like, oh, now I want to hug something. So there. That's my review. If you want to hug things,
McFarlane USA, you kind of want to hug something.
I was excited to see this movie, but now forget it.
Ashley hates hugging.
I'll just go watch more movies where people get slaughtered to death.
Yeah,
this is why. I mean, I try to like a happy movie instead of my horror / Game of Thrones / people die shit.
Oh man!
And then it gets never mind.
So Ashley, if I want to talk to you on Twitter, where can I find you?
You can find me at Don't Mace with me.
And you will not get maced if I tweet you, right? I won't get maced if I tweet you.
Well, I you know.
Yeah, well.
It depends. It depends on what you say. If you make me, I mean, I don't know. I have Mace waiting for Mike sometimes. If he keeps throwing Shake Shack in my face.
Yeah, I'm kind of mean with that sometimes.
And last time you involved somebody else in this mess, so
yes,
at least I'm not alone.
I don't think we have an equivalent to Shake Shack in Pittsburgh.
No, you don't.
Not. We just have 5 guys and.
I mean, we have
Purgatory.
Well, no, because Purgatory's like a different.
Pretty close. I'll say Purgatory's good.
It's different rate.
But it's not as good as Slice on Broadway, you guys.
What? No, why? Because Purgatory is thicker. See,
yeah,
I like the thinner burgers.
I was thinking there's a place out at, well, now we're talking food. Where can we find you, Mad Mike?
I am at MadMike4883 on the Twitters. If you want to see the burgers that they are talking about, follow me on there and look back through my photos, because I definitely
And you can
post them.
see my tirade against it.
I also talk a lot about a lot of different stuff, so feel free to bug me and ask me about how I feel about things.
Nice.
Except for Shake Shack.
Yes.
And you can find me on Twitter at Rambling Mango. Make sure you check out our Facebook group, Rambling Movie Minute. Oh, that sounds weird the way I say it. Yeah. And check out our check out our website, Time to Ramble, where at some point Ashley's going to write something about the best movie of her life, and
I can do that.
and it'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Best movie of your life? Can we get a tease as to what it is?
I'll just tell you what it is. It's Shawshank Redemption.
There you
Very
go.
good choice. Very good choice.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's it for this week's Rambling Movie Minute. Thanks for hanging out with us. And until next week, have a Rambling Movie weekend.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com. Let's talk tech. Tech news discussions from the people in the industry right here in Pittsburgh. Online, gadgets, startups, and more. Check it out at awesomecast.net.